Right, let's have a little chat about the title race, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? So, the title race has changed a lot, only in the last few days. So, let's say before we played Spurs, the media were bigging up Mourinho. The media were saying, Jose's come full circle. Has he turned Spurs into title contenders? And look, I think the signing of Højbjerg was a genius, a masterstroke for Mourinho. Really gave strength to that Spurs midfield. But they came to Anfield and they lost. And then they lost against Leicester, and now all of a sudden they're 6 points adrift of where they were. So the title race is going to change. The clubs that are going to be up there challenging may well change as each week goes by. The latest club to add themselves to the title race, potentially Manchester United. Now Roy Keane believes United could be the best team to challenge Liverpool this season. This is what he had to say when he was speaking on Sky. I don't believe McTominay there when he said they don't look at league tables. Everybody looks at league tables, players and staff. Of course, they should be looking at the table. That's what you're playing the game for. You want to know where you are, obviously, and where you're heading to. It's been a nice few days for United. They had to beat Sheffield and Leeds just to put another marker down. I still think Liverpool are the strongest, but United could be the best of the rest. Now, I did a watch-along of Manchester United's game against Leeds, and I have to say, I was very impressed with some of their play. Some of their counter-attacking football was sensational. I thought Scott McTominay was very good in the centre of the park. And if they can get rid of Paul Pogba, who looks like he's becoming a massive pain in the backside to Manchester United, I think they'll push on. Now, just to take this back a bit, I did a video with 888 Sport ages ago where I said that I think that Chelsea need to get rid of Eden Hazard in order to push on, and that it will make them a better club moving forward. People laughed at me when I made that video, but I still stand over it because Eden Hazard moved on and Chelsea have reinvested that money rather wisely. Are they going to be title challengers this season? I don't think so, but I do think they will next season. So I think they'll finish in a Champions League place this year, but will they have the wherewithal to be able to be consistent enough over the course of the season to really stay up there? It's a big challenge for Frank Lampard. It's a big challenge for a lot of young players at that club. They've brought in obviously some experience with Thiago Silva there as well. The goalkeeping situation, they've gotten rid of Kepa pretty much, and they brought in Mondi from, I think it was Rennes or Ron that he came from. So I don't see them being genuine title challengers this season, but next season when they're a bit more aware of each other, I really think they'll be a threat. Who has surprised me the most this season though has been Manchester City. They are a pale imitation of the former Manchester City. Something is not right at that club. I don't know what it is. They're still dominating possession in games, but for some reason they're getting got at. They're not scoring as many as they used to, and even though Pep Guardiola has spent the gross national product of a small country on defenders, they're still shoddy at the back and they can still be gotten at. So the real question that I'm coming back around to here is, who will be the title challengers this season? But who would I want to be the title challengers this season? And I have to say, if we were to go head to head with one club this season for the Premier League title, I would love that to be Manchester United. Can you imagine the buzz of pipping Manchester United to a league title that then elevates us up to 20 league titles alongside them? We're already the most successful club in English football history. The amount of trophies we've won, you can't deny that. But to go into a title race with Manchester United, that would be a dream for me. I grew up saying, like every other Liverpool fan, it'll be our year, this year will be our year, and it never was. We always thought that we could push United under Sir Alex Ferguson. We always thought we're always up for the match days, but we never had the consistency. We were never able to sustain that over the course of a season. This season, I genuinely hope that it's United that we're in the title race with, because nothing would give me greater satisfaction than going back to back and putting them into second place. They're probably going to pinch a Champions League spot one way or the other. But ask yourselves this, who would you rather be in a title race with? Manchester City, who look, none of us have much regard for. Spurs, who, probably won't last the pace. Chelsea, I don't like Chelsea very much as a club. Their fan bases, in my opinion, one of the most toxic fan bases on social media. I've seen a lot of Hillsborough stuff from them that's below the belt. But it's United, isn't it? Really, it's United. Maybe some people would love it to be Everton, but me, I want us to go head to head. The two biggest clubs in English football history going head to head for the Premier League title, which we will win because we are going back to back. That's my take on the title race. That's who I'd love to be in contention with. Look, people are going to say they hope United could get relegated. Of course, we all despise Manchester United, but it looks like they're starting to get a little bit of form together. They could drop off. They need a centre-back. They need a few more additions. They need to figure out what the hell's gone on with Donny van de Beek, what the hell's gone on with Paul Pogba, and a few other bits and pieces as well. But I have to say, I would love that to be the title race. Us and United. It's what the world wants. It's what the Premier League would want. It's what the TV companies would want. It's what the media would want. And both sets of fans would love it as well. And you know we're coming out on top. You know we are. This is our title to lose this season, folks, again. And with getting Thiago back and with the injuries that we've had and the way that we've gotten through the games and the fixtures that we've had, let's look at who we've played already. We've beaten Chelsea at the Bridge. We've beaten Arsenal already, albeit, you know, most teams have beaten Arsenal. We've absolutely whooped Wolves. We've beaten Leicester City. We've gone to Goodison Park. Should have won the game. We're robbed. Got a draw there. Who else have we played this season that I've forgotten about already? We've played Manchester City away at the Etihad. Left there with a point. We've beaten Spurs. We've played a lot of hard games already. So, to me, I can't see anybody really pushing us. But if I had to be somebody, I'd love to beat Manchester United to that title, folks. That's my take on it. Right, what do you guys got to say about it in the chat? That would be absolutely amazing, beating United for the title, said Rob Salmon. United will be nowhere near us by the end of the season. Leeds played into their hands at the weekend. Look, I'm not saying that United are the finished article. I'm just saying who I'd love us to be in a title race with. Just because I'd love to beat them. I'd love to have that feeling. Yeah, we won the league by a country mile last year. What were we, 25 points ahead of United, something like that? But I would love to be in a title race just to beat them. Just to really rub it in. TTV Klopp said Leicester are too inconsistent but will be title contenders if they were more consistent. Leicester are in second. Again, that is my bad completely, by the way, and I apologise for forgetting to speak about Leicester City. Just slipped my mind. Leicester City have a very good crop of players. They have a good manager in Brendan Rodgers, who I think will get better as each year goes by. They've made some very good additions to their squad as well. And they've won a Premier League title. They know what it takes to get over the line. Again, though, I just don't see them being able to keep it up over the course of a season. So let's use an example. If Jamie Vardy was injured, I really think they don't have anyone near good enough to come in and replace him. Iheanacho isn't that guy. Perez does some good stuff for them. Harvey Barnes is starting to come and play well. Yuri Tielemans, to me, is a very good player, but still a little bit inconsistent. Soyuncu was a very good addition to the defence. And they've got rid of Ben Chilwell, so that was a loss for them, obviously. But they have some very, very good players. Pereira is an excellent player as well. And I do think Leicester are going to do well this season. So I apologise that I didn't include them in that title race comment, because I probably should have. They probably deserve to be mentioned. But again, like last season, I don't think they'll last the pace, unfortunately. But they are a club that's going in the right direction. They are a club with a lot of ambition. And of course, one of my very good friends, Lee Chappie, is a massive Leicester fan as well. So I apologise again for not including them in that little section.